Hi, I'm Ellen Horan, President and CEO of the Greater Reading Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and I'm here for this week's Member Spotlight with Tom Newmaster, who is partner with William Fox Monroe, or WFM. Welcome, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So William Fox Monroe, WFM, started 40 years ago, which I suppose wasn't you originally.
No, it was long before me. 1972, Bill Monroe started the business pretty much as an advertising agency, and actually was doing work for Hershey Foods at that time as well.
Okay. So you started working there somewhere along the lines, and you and two other employees bought out the business.
Yes, actually I started in 1996, 97, and then four of us actually at that time bought the business in 1998. And it's now three partners, and we've been focusing on package design and branding ever since.
Okay. And so tell us about that. You decided to niche your market.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the work that you do.
Right now we pretty much focus on brand design, package design, logo development, creating a more compelling experience for the consumer at point of sale. That does involve some point of sale type materials, displays, and signage, but most of it is branding and packaging development.
Okay. And I think that's probably very key. You have a couple of samples in front of you that were very visual, you know, as people, and you're attracted to what attracts your eye. So tell us about some of the clients that you work with, because a lot of them are not local. Most of them are not local.
The business pretty much grew up around Hershey. Like I said, we've been doing work with them since 1972, and we still do work with them today. But it's grown. We do work for Pfizer. We've done work for Tyson. There's a couple local businesses, Tom Sturgis, and you know, right now,
all peeling fruit.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have clients in Oregon, California, Texas, Florida, and then a small group of clients in this Mid-Atlantic area.
Right. So are people looking for new and different frequently, or do they really like sticking with their basic but making sure they're staying current?
Well, it really depends on the category and what that product is, and we help the clients solve that problem, focus on that target market, get the right visuals that relate to that consumer or that consumer segment. And then if it's a smaller startup company, it's pretty much all they got. So we help them, you know, stand out on the shelf and compete with the larger consumer package companies.
Right. Now, how do you stay up to date on trends and what's attractive to people, and you know what's going to work? Is it just a gut feel or research?
Well, there is a lot of science behind it, but it's mostly just, you know, going out there, looking at what's happening at retail, looking at flavor trends, what's going on in other parts of the world, looking at what's on TV, what's in the movies, because all of those things you experience personally, and you carry those experiences into the retail setting.
Right.
So it does influence those purchases. So, you know, what are those influencing, you know, pop culture things that might change how you view products or how you actually shop? Right.
Is it a challenge being a small company working for large companies?
It can be. I think it's an advantage sometimes, because we can move more quickly than a lot of, you know, if it's a larger firm that does what we do, and some of those firms have, you know, multiple offices around the globe, different countries. But I think we can be nimble, we can be cost effective for those larger companies, and I think that's why we have that mix of Fortune 500 and then startup companies as well.
Right. What size has your team grown to?
Right now we're like 24, 25, depending on how many interns we have at that time.
Okay. And as a business owner, partner, what are some of the bigger challenges that you face that maybe some of our other members can relate to?
I think it's just going out there and getting those new clients and getting that new business. And also, you know, we're located in Shillington, so why would someone in St. Louis give me the time of day?
Right.
But sometimes it's harder to get local businesses, you know, than it is to get those larger companies in other states and other parts of the country.
So how do you overcome that challenge of trying to get, you know, the national accounts, the much larger accounts in faraway places?
I think it's just keeping it casual. We don't go in with a lot of ego and tell them what to do. I think we're really good listeners, and I think it's that ability to listen, and then the work that we've done so far, it speaks volumes.
Good. And how about then your talent? Obviously, then you need to source locally. Are you able to find the talent that you need as you've grown your business?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we first started to grow, I think we thought it'd be more of a challenge to lure that talent to this area, but it hasn't been an issue so far.
Yeah.
But then we do a lot of that training too, and we like to get young designers out of college, and we like to form their bad habits than try to break somebody else's bad habits.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Well, you have obviously some cool accounts, Zippo, and I think I saw on your website Chapstick. Obviously, Hershey's still there, and Tyson. What account do you have a lot of fun with?
I think I have fun with all of them. I mean, I think what makes it fun is that mix. You know,
Yeah.
we do work with Stoner out of Lancaster, and they're making car care products and glass cleaners. And then maybe later on in the same day, I'm working on a new food product. So it's a lot of fun.
Now, I know you're active with our marketing committee at the Chamber and with our Family Business Alliance.
Right.
Is that your way of trying to connect within the community, or you're most likely not going to get business out of that?
Right.
So
No, I think I relate to the Family Business Alliance, even though we're technically not a family business. We kind of operate like a family business, and I think it's a good place where I can give back as well.
yeah. Any tips for other chamber members, as they're seeking to grow their business, particularly if maybe they're looking at growing outside of the local market?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Didn't mean to set you up.
No, that's okay. I think you just have to keep trying. I think you have to know who you are and what you can do, and try not to be something that you're not. Where I don't, we're not a full service ad agency, so I don't pretend to be one. We do packaging, we do brand development, we do research, we do mock-ups and prototypes, but it all revolves around that package.
Yeah.
If they need things beyond that, I don't go in selling that. We do offer other services, but it's just to complement that packaging.
Right.
So
Good.
focus on that specialty, I would say.
Good. Well, we certainly appreciate the support that you've given the Chamber in the areas that I've mentioned, and thank you very much for being a member of the Chamber. I know you most likely aren't getting business directly out of it, but hopefully you feel that's your way of connecting and contributing to the community, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks.